Check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Benny bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Benny bust it open for your B-O-Y. Benny, for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not.
Come on, blaze up. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Y'all see Russ up there? That would have been me. If I was Diddy, that would have been me. But Diddy got too, he you know what I mean? Like he feel like he too big, he too bad. See, if I was Diddy, I'd be right there with my legs folded. We talked about this morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, y'all. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Get on up in here and like the video, okay? If Diddy was smart, he would have been with his legs folded in Bali, and I said it. Because them people on his head. Now, I was going to come on here and drag Rockhead again, but I don't want to be on long. And then also, I can catch her at any time because there's a lot of stuff unfolding. We'll get Rockhead and the Rockhedians. We'll get them on another day. Now, how y'all doing? Y'all get up in here, like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay? And y'all get up in here and let's get into it. Girl, they done got Diddy. Diddy done went down to prison. There was a press conference, okay? There was a whole thing going on, okay? Them people wanted Diddy head off the swivel. Now, I know on this channel, I've said I don't see them wanting to pursue any actual jail time or anything. Because I was like, I mean, they just want to like embarrass him and make him where he's unable to ever recover. But as we see, when they raided Diddy's house recently in March, that was already in preparation for what we have here, which is the RICO. Anybody in the chat knows what a RICO is? Racketeering, interference. Let me go pull it up, girl. Girl, in traffic, I don't know, girl. RICO. All I know is they put it on the drug bosses. Hold on. A RICO is racketeer, influence, and corrupt organization. That's what it means. MOB, you back? Did you make that baby? Did you make that baby with your new wife? Welcome back, MOB, member for 4 months. Thank you. Listen, did you put that baby in that lady? You better be to put that baby in that lady. We need our little niece or nephew, ASAP Rocky, okay? But welcome back, MOB. Welcome back. Y'all, MOB is a newlywed. I don't know if MOB is a newlywed. Congratulations. Shout out to MOB. Yes, Lord. Shout out to MOB. Okay, MOB said he put the baby in it. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. That's all I care. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. You put the baby in it. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? We'll be waiting the arrival of our little niece and nephew. Keep us posted, okay? Now, yes, Miss Drill, it's a lot going on today. Girl, you have no idea. Girl, I couldn't keep up. I'm all at work trying to do work, but I'm logging in and out of Twitter, girl. It was a lot. But listen, before we get into this, I would like to go with, I would like to show you guys something. Let me see. Do I really want to? Yeah. I'm going to show you guys something. Hold on. Y'all like the video while we're here. I want to upload something that we spoke about today just for a tidbit. It's not going to be nothing crazy. I just want to show y'all something. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm back. I realized I didn't even have to upload this. I could have just went straight to because I'm on my computer now. So I could have just went straight to where I needed to go. Now, before we move forward, shout out to the city. We talked about this earlier. Shout out to the city, the great state of New Orleans. It's not a city, it is a state, okay? It is a country, actually. Shout out to the great state, the great country of the New Orleans. We sent Frankie out real good today. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all seen it. They have a lot of people who don't understand New Orleans culture, and what needs to be understood is your problem, not ours. And that's what we're going to rule with it. You feel what I'm saying? So the city went out today, and them people sent Frankie out New Orleans style. Now, I ain't going to lie. They put a cardboard cutout out on Frankie. But the people marched in the streets. It was floods and floods of people. Do you hear me? New Orleans, I know he didn't belong to us, but in our head, he belonged to us. Look at that, all that sea of white with Negroes in the clothes. Everybody here to celebrate the late, great, listen to me and listen to me good, the late, great Frankie Beverly of Frankie Beverly and Mays. I know he's the best thing ever come out of there, so y'all want to hold on tight to him. Even though what we do is wrong, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But the city of New Orleans really wanted to show how much we appreciated him, and we showed up and showed out in all white. Now, I wasn't there. I hate that I wasn't there. Maze Monday is what they call it. Look at that sea of all these Negroes. All these Negroes. I'm telling you how the city of New Orleans works. It's probably only 1% foreigner. All these Negroes in one place, all white. That's how Frankie liked it. Everybody is there in the city, toe down, ready to second line and cut up for Mr. Frankie Beverly. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody showed up and showed out. They had listen, this costs money. So while everybody hating, somebody paid for it. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we sent him out wonderful. I'm so proud of my city. If y'all don't know this, we second line for all of the greats. We had one for Riri, Aretha. We had one for Mike. We had one for Prince. We second line for all of our greats. That's how we roll. We celebrate life. We don't go down to the fume. You see what I'm saying? And slow singing and flower bringing. You know how on Django, in the sweet by and by. We don't sweet by and by. You feel what I'm saying? We cuts up. Okay? So we cut up and we sent Frankie out as we should. Some people say, well, y'all ain't even have the body. Well, what you wanted somebody to call his wife and say, can we get the body so we can second line right quick? Y'all got to be strong. Let the city do what they got to do, because I tell you what, ain't no party gonna be bigger than this one. Okay. Y'all wanted us to sweep by and by. We don't do that. That don't go like that in the city. Okay. But I just wanted to add that tidbit. Rest in peace, Frankie. Yeah, rest in peace to the ancestor, Frankie. Yep. So let's get it. Let's move on, girl. Girl, somebody say this is disrespectful. To who? Listen, Frankie Beverly been in the city. Frankie Beverly been closing Essence Festival for the last 12 to 15 years. Every Sunday, everybody wore all white. Why do you think everybody's wearing white? Number one. Number two, he also used to do Jazz Festival. At one point growing up, I thought he was from New Orleans. He's even said out of his mouth, I've been to many Frankie concerts. He's even said out of his mouth that New Orleans has adopted him. Okay? So if we want to celebrate him the way we want to celebrate, let us do our thing. Now, if y'all want to go down to the church house and say, in the sweet by and by, then have your sweet by and by. But leave us in our second line alone. We did what we had to do. It was a bunch of Negroes. I don't think nobody got popped. So let us celebrate the way we celebrate. Now, leave us alone. And plus, I tell you what, I'd rather go out like this than the sweet by and by. I'm just saying. I would rather go out like this than the sweet by and by. But go ahead on with that slow singing and flower bringing. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We celebrate life. We don't mourn death. Let's move on. Now, we are going to get into this Diddy thing, girl. So Diddy got arrested, girl. We talked about that yesterday, a little tidbit. And they say they're trying to charge him with a RICO, girl. Yes, they did. Whoa, yes, they did. Girl, they want him down under the ground. Do you hear me? They want him down under the ground. That's the only thing I could think of. Now, shout out to Sherelle's World. She played the press conference that they did, and this guy's gonna kind of get into what all went down. You know what I'm saying? And what they found, girl. They say they found lube and all of that, girl. Baby Earl, and all of a sudden, as soon as they say Baby Earl, I started feeling like I was itching. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things you can't just be putting around there. That's why these girls bottom cabinet full of Summer's Eve. They don't know you can't have all of that stuff up in there, girl. Baby Earl, girl, as soon as they say Baby Earl, I clutched my pearls. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of reminiscent of when a man clutches his pearls, his invisible pearls, when somebody get kicked down there. That's the way it felt, you know. But I'm not an OBGYN. I'm not Dr. Jackie. I'm just a regular broad. You feel what I'm saying? But look, we about to get into a little bit of this press conference because I want y'all to hear what the people say that they done found over there. And then we going to get into the RICO charge, girl. Yes, we are. Hold on. Let me cue it up. Y'all like the video? Get up in here and like the video. Yes, Jamel. They got Diddy in prison. Girl, they say he can't get out. They say he locked up and can't get out. Girl, you can't make this up. He's in prison, Jamel. Lord have mercy. Let's get into a little bit of this press conference. We ain't gonna listen to it all, just enough to say we heard it. You know what I mean? Y'all like the video if you haven't already.
Devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches.
Now wait, before he show us the items, I just want to say, you know, sometimes I be on X videos, but it be for research purposes only. Don't judge me, judge your mom. I just be trying to see certain stuff for research, but it's not about me. The only thing came to mind when he said that they had Baby Earl and, you know, the other things. I had watched this video one time for research. And this dude, it was like they had put down like some type of plastic and the whole thing was Baby Earl. Girl, they was slipping and sliding, girl. It was a time. And I remember thinking to myself, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But for research purposes, as I was watching the video to see what this was about, because this is all research. And I had to watch it a couple of times, but that's neither here nor there. I thought about that. I said, what if Diddy over there is doing the Baby Earl challenge? You know what I mean? And listen, you had to see it. If only watching for research purposes, but you had to see they were black too. And they was just slipping and sliding and gliding and all of that thing. And I said, well, what is going on here? Let me take notes. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what the Baby Earl was about. I don't know. I'm just saying that could possibly be what it was. Because look, they say he had 1,000 bottles. What else you need $1,000 of Baby Earl, 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl for? Johnson & Johnson. What else would you need 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl? Come on now. Make it make sense. Nigga say it's for the men's butts. I know you lying. Baby Earl getting swallowed up. And let me say this too. TD, take that, Jakes. You up next, my nigga. Oh, yeah, we gonna get on you, though. You up next. I can't wait. I want him before they get Jay-Z. Let's get back into this, girl.
As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition.
That's a high gun.
And parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about two things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City.
Sure was.
Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly. Anyone with information can call 1-877-4-HSI-KIP.
Is there a reward? Because if they got a reward, I would sure like to make a complaint. I feel like at some point I was around there. Do they have a reward money? Is there a reward? Y'all like this video? Because if so, I have a few things I got to see.
I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them. I also want to thank the dedicated case agents on the HSI Trafficking in Person Squad in New York. They have been with us since day one and have worked tirelessly on this investigation. They will continue to be invaluable partners to us. I also want to thank the incredible agents and analysts from SDNY who have also provided tremendous assistance on this case. I'm deeply grateful for their continued work. And finally, I want to thank the outstanding career prosecutors from SDNY who are handling this case. Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson.
Oh, this ain't no shout out session. Hold on.
Open, violent, hedonistic abuse that you say was recurrent and widely known. Why did it take law enforcement so long to intervene? How many women were victimized by Sean?
Good question. This man said you done came up and said he done did all type of hedonistic, violent, vile things. Why did it take the police department so long? You want to know why? I can answer, sir. Put the camera on me. Because everybody was in on it. Didn't Diddy have the police under his payroll? Remember when old boy said they came to the house when somebody got popped and he had them on the payroll? See, that's the part they don't want to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? This is much bigger than whoever was on the payroll, but this is what I'm saying. They got judges, police, sheriff. Y'all got a sheriff in New York? I don't know. Sheriff, you know what I'm saying? City council, mayor. All these people know what's going on, but they're not going to take down all of them. See this RICO? First of all, he probably not going to beat the RICO because that just don't go like that. But they going to take down everybody but everybody who really took place into this. I'm telling you. So, sir, to answer your question, you want to know why they just not getting to it? Because they was in on it too. But that's a story for another day. Let's get back into it.
On Combs and how many others were involved?
Look, our investigation is ongoing. We are committed to bringing justice to everyone who's been victimized by the defendant.
Such a generic answer. Go get the mayor too. What's his name? Eric Adams. Get his ugly ass up there too. Go get him and please go get TD Jakes. Go get him first. Go get TD first. But then go back and get the mayor. Let's talk about it. They ain't going to say that part, though.
I can't tell you why it took so long. I think the better focus is on the fact that we are here today. And we are committed to making sure that justice is done. Next question.
Julia Ainsley, NBC.
Thank you for doing this. You said we are not done and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
Janet Fisher, Newsday.
What's the difference between the sex trafficking and promoting travel for the purpose of prostitution?
Well, there are different crimes with different elements. I don't think we should get into the nitty-gritty of the legal discussion right now, but the sex trafficking, we believe, they're all serious offenses, but the sex trafficking conduct carries some significant penalties, and we are gratified that we were able to bring that charge.
One more coercive than the other?
I'm not going to be able to get into that, but you can look it up, and yes, sex trafficking, especially when it involves coercion or force, is a very serious crime, and it carries significant penalties.
Good afternoon, Darla Miles, ABC7 New York. Thank you for this press conference and for the details. 2 questions. In context of this indictment and the information that was presented to the grand jury, are you able to clarify the number of victims? It's mentioned plural in the indictment, but can you specify the number of victims just for this
He ain't got no
particular
answer for that.
indictment?
Hold on.
And
Incident are limited to what we have in the indictment and also the detention letter that we filed, which contains more details than the indictment does at various points, but we don't have anything more beyond that. Next question.
Lynn Tran, CNN.
Are any of his accomplices or associates under investigation? And additionally, could he face any more charges?
So the investigation is ongoing. That means both as to him and to anyone else who we believe committed the crime with him. Next question.
Juliet Papa.
Hi, good morning from 1010 Wins. Any indication that some of the women or victims here were imprisoned in his residences, and did he have locations where he kept them, and they were not allowed to leave? And also, he's indicted here, although there were searches and raids in LA, Miami. Why in New York?
Well, I'm biased. I'm the U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York. I think that we have an outstanding track record of bringing some of the most impactful, sprawling, complex, difficult sex trafficking, human trafficking, labor trafficking, you name it. The Southern District of New York can do it, and so we're very proud of that. And so the scope and complexity of this investigation isn't something that we ran from. It's something that we embrace, and we will continue to do that. As to your question about whether he imprisoned anyone, all I can say is that, I mentioned this March 2016 incident where something was caught on video where a victim was attempting to flee, and there was violence that was associated with it.
You talking about Cassie?
That was at a hotel.
Matthew Lee, Inner City Press.
Thanks a lot. Does your office intend to seek remand, or are you reaching a bail package? And if you're willing, how would you contrast this with the R. Kelly case in EDNY in terms of the elements? Thanks.
So we will be seeking detention. We have filed a letter laying out our reasoning for seeking pretrial detention. I'm not going to be able to expand beyond what's in the letter, but it contains all of the reasoning, and it contains the law as well. There is a presumption of detention in a case like this, and we think that's warranted.
John Anise, New York Daily News.
Thank you. I was hoping to get some more detail about the searches of his residence, the guns, the cases of lubricant, and the videos. Where were they found amongst his residence? Were they all scattered around the houses in one place? I kind of wanted to just get a better picture of how that stuff was found.
Well, look, I think that some of the details that you're seeking are in the detention letter. So, for instance, some of the AR-15s, 2 of the 3 defaced AR-15s were found in his bedroom closet in Miami, broken down into parts along with magazines with ammunition loaded in them. So some of that detail is in the detention letter. Beyond that, I'm not going to be able to get into where other items were stored.
Ben Kochman, Post.
Hey, thanks for doing this. Your office was the office that had been prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein before he died in custody. I have not read your detention memo yet. It's the first thing I'm going to do after this ends. But does the memo address, or is your office concerned with Combs's safety in custody, given what happened with Epstein?
So we are concerned with anyone's safety whenever they are detained prior to trial. It's part of our obligations to keep people safe as well. It's part of the criminal justice system. So, but I do not draw any sort of connection between Jeffrey Epstein's suicide and what may or may not happen to any other defendant while they are detained pre-trial. And of course, the decision whether to detain the defendant will be up to a judge. Our position is that pretrial detention is warranted under the law and based on the facts of this case. And I'll leave it at that.
So when he says pretrial detention is warranted under the law and the facts of this case, basically what they're saying is don't give him no bail. They want him to sit in prison until it's time to go to court. That's what he said, pre-trial detention till his first court date, and then maybe they can revisit it then if I know it correctly. I'm sorry, I'm not a criminal. But as far as him making bail now, them people said no, he need to sit. And that's what he's saying that they are requesting from the judge. Now I heard he was denied bail. We'll move on.
Are some of the prosecutors on this case some of the same prosecutors that had been handling that or that worked on the Maxwell case?
So I'm not going to get into the staffing. I will say that this team, this group of AUSAs, this incredible group has been working on this case around the clock, and they've had their hands full. Next question.
Gus Rosendale, NBC News.
Good morning, sir. Combs' attorney said that his client has been cooperative with investigators. He said that this morning. I was wondering if you would have a reaction to that.
Let me just say this. I think that generally with increasing frequency, the word cooperative or cooperating has taken on tremendous elasticity and it no longer really bears any relation to what the word means when we use it in a very specific context. So responding to lawful process and the like does not qualify as cooperation when we use that term here.
Mike Sisak, AP.
Thanks. To that end, was there any discussion of Mr. Combs surrendering? I understand he was taken into custody at a hotel in Manhattan last night, and maybe that wasn't the plan. Can you elaborate on how that came about and why that was?
I'm not going to be able to get into any sort of operational.
Well, what is you up there for, sir?
How he was taken into custody and when. He is in custody right now. He will be appearing in court today.
Was there any discussion of him surrendering, given they claim he's cooperating?
I'm not going to be able to get into law enforcement tactics or operations. Well, I can't get into the charging decision. It is very meaningful to us that weapons were possessed, as we allege in the indictment. Part of the reason why this conduct was so pervasive and harmful was because victims and others didn't necessarily feel comfortable denying him his wishes, as we allege, because of the presence of firearms. I should leave it there.
Nice. Last question, Jacob Shamison.
Jacob Shamsian, Business Insider. Thank you. Given that he's the sole defendant in this case and that you allege he's part of a conspiracy that involves members of his companies, do you anticipate a superseding indictment that bring allegations against other members of his companies or other co-conspirators as well?
I can't take anything off the table. Anything is possible. Our investigation is very active and ongoing. And I think a lot of you who cover this office know that when we say such things, that developments are certainly foreseeable, but I cannot predict them sitting here today. All right, thank you, everyone.
If you guys would like the cliff notes to this press conference, I'm gonna give it to you in less than 10 seconds. They went got Diddy. They found Buku Baby Earl and lube. They also found weapons with serial numbers scratched up off of them, and they were all taken apart. And he don't have no information on nothing else after that. That man was talking loud and ain't saying nothing. This is literally what he was doing. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. He was talking loud, but he wasn't saying nothing. That's just the facts. And you know what it reminds me of? Shout out to Cat Williams. Shout out to Kickity Cat.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. Period.
Listen, if we not gonna give Prophetess Cat or Prophet Cat his things, I need us to give it to him now. Because at the end of the day, he called it. I said it. I actually have the soundbite on my thing. Everybody knows that I play this all the time. Hold on. There you go.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
You get it? Do you get it? Okay. Now, I just want to add this tidbit in because this is about to mess y'all head up before we get back into it. Girl, the people is on an apology tour. Girl, they scared. Girl, the people scared. Look, hold on. Let me show y'all something. So remember, Cat said what he said, and he was kind of prophesying what was going on. See, y'all want to go to y'all pastor down there and prophesy, but it looked like Cat is the only one manifesting the prophecies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to lead a pastor and go talk to Cat. Cat got something going on over there. Okay? Now, tell me why. Remember he got into it when he was beefing with Kevin Hart? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember he was beefing with Kev? Uh-huh. Kev has had a change of heart, y'all. Did y'all know that? When the diddler got diddled, Kev said, I'm sorry. I swear to God I ain't mean it. Girl, Kev got a whole change of heart. That little leprechaun done turned back and said it wasn't worth it and he ain't mean to do it. Girl, let's get into it, girl. Yes, Kevin, and I heard you do some real freaky stuff, you little ass nigga. If I find out you doing what they say you doing, we gonna drag you too. Yeah, uh-huh. Let's get into it. Yeah, did see that part. You know what I'm saying? Look. Now he won't have a change of heart. He had a big old chest on the Breakfast Club. Now he done sunk his little chest in because you scared. Uh-huh. Hold on.
It's really not hard if you have.
Hold on, let me let it load up. Yeah, Kev, we talking about it. Is gonna talk about it. Hold on, you guys.
Real problems with people, and your problems are like,
oh, come on,
serious. Man. It's not hard to ever get to a person and really like address the problem correctly.
No, why
the problems that people have with me, they aren't my problems. So the idea of being petty or going back and forth, it's so beneath me because I don't have the problem. And I feel like if I engage, it makes it look like I got a problem. And I don't.
Things get taken out of context too, though, because even when you think about Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay, a lot of people thought you threw shots at him first, and he was replying back.
I think there's probably one moment where I've actually talked about Cat publicly, and this was when
I think it was on Breakfast Club.
My frustration with Cat Williams comes from you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood, this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Cat was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work.
We were promoting Night School, and Tiffany was affected by some of the things he said. And it was more of a like support for her in that moment, and like some shots at him.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, I shouldn't even talk. I should never address him at all. I don't have to. Why? What will it do for me? What will I gain? There's no gain. So I look at everything from a business and economic standpoint. Like, if I'm investing in something, well, what is my return? What's the return on my investment? What's the return on my time? What's the return on my energy? What's the return on my investment? So that investment of self, words, dialogue brings me what? What? And if I can't answer that question, or if people around me can't answer that question, then it doesn't get an inklet of energy. So it has nothing to do with people feeling like they're above, people feeling like they're better. No, it has to do with a strong understanding of you and like yourself, level of awareness. Like I can check all these. But to some, they want to take it or misconstrue it or twist it as. It's not my problem. It doesn't become my problem.
You jive turkey.
It's survival. I get somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
That damn jive turkey. I'm not buying it, jive turkey, you sucker. I'm not buying it. You see it's getting hot in here, and you is over here trying to save your hole. Ain't gonna happen, fat. Matter of fact, Cat, if you're on here, you ain't gotta make yourself known. Whatever hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever it is you putting into the air, add Lil Kev in there, please, if you can for me. That would be a quick. Make sure you put TD first, but after TD, put Kev in there. Kev think he's slick. Now it's, oh, I shouldn't have responded. And, I was helping up for Tiffany because she didn't like the way that he spoke to him on the set of Night School. No, little nigga. You said that he was the man and he was doing drugs and alcohol and he was the reason for his own demise. You was talking big with your chest. You was sounding like a 6'4" nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Now you back 5'2". No, fat. Go back to what you said. You see what I'm saying? Go back to what you said. Cat, I sure hope you're cooking up something for Lil Kev too. Get his ass too. Yes, I am promoting it. Get your ass, get Lil Kev. Thank you, Deborah, for the super chat. They say Diddy got a lot of problems, but baby Earl ain't none of them, girl. If you're having Earl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but the Earl ain't one. Go ahead on, Diddy. Let's hit a remix. Thank you, Deborah, for the super chat. Measured Men, thank you for the super chat. No way taking on sheets to hotels. Not enough, what is this, money in the world to have me clean up behind that mess. I know that's right. They say he paid $50,000 for that tape for Cassie, but he must have didn't get the only copy. You get it? Thank you for the super chat, super sticker, Tiara Jackson. And thank you for the super chat, Savannah Doll. She says, if he had only given that same apology to JT. Yeah, Kev, I don't think it's gonna work. Kev. I think the voodoo already activated. You next, little nigga. Strap up your shoes and get in the car seat. You next. Oh, yes. Don't try to backpedal now with Charlotte McGay. We don't listen to Charlotte McGay. He got the eyes of a woman and the skin of a pale person. We don't want to hear nothing you sitting down with Charlotte McGay talking about. Don't go over here talking about, oh, I shouldn't have reacted and I was wrong and I was out of pocket. No, Cat, we taking no prisoners. No prisoners. He got to go. And you know what? Take Charlotte McGay too at this point. Matter of fact, put it in the chat who all y'all would like to go down in these new RICOs. Let's get, for me, first and foremost, TD. Take that, Jakes. I need him first. I don't care who come after him, but he got to go. Get TD up here. Also, let's get Lil Kev. Also, let's go ahead on and get Jay-Z. Get him on here. Get Tiffany. Yes, get Tiffany. J-Lo. Yes, we got to get J-Lo. Jay-Z. We have to get these people. Baby. Yes, get his little head ass on here. Get him up here. Get Stevie. But Stevie ain't got nothing to lose. I don't think it's going to hit like that. But get Carisha. Yes, get Dre. Yup, get Dre, because I saw what he had did to Michelle, girl. Aries Spears, he another one who ain't got nothing to lose. You can put him in prison and he gonna think he on a vacation. You know what I'm saying? But get them all up here. Get Clive, decrepit ass up here. Get them all. But they ain't gonna get Clive up here. Beyonce, get her too. Yeah, get B up here too. And Cuba. Yes, get her up here. Get them up here. And I said it. Everybody want to apologize. You saying it with your chest down at the Breakfast Club. Now all of a sudden, you changed your mind. Lord, they say put Usher up there too, girl. He on tour. Wait till after the tour. Busta Rhymes, get him up there. Okra, get Okra up there and bring KO too. Get Snoop, get Drake. Yes, get him up here. Ray J on his way too. He just don't even see it. They say they want Usher. Oh Lord, please get Trey Songz. Too late. Listen, Trey Songz should have been in prison 50 years ago, and he ain't but 30. Do you hear me? Trey Songz should have been in prison at the age of 1. Do you hear me? How this Negro been able to evade justice never sat right in my spirit. I'm telling you. It just I never really swallowed it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, Trigger gotta go. Which one of y'all coming on with Trigger? Which one of y'all going to prison with Trigger? None of y'all. So get him out of here. And I see it. Get him out of here. Time for Trigger to go to the prison and all of that. Get him out of here. Okay? Get him out of here. Yeah, Niche. Look, Nisha, they up here hollering, oh, not Trigger. Which one of y'all going to prison with Trigger? Not y'all would rather have that nigga yodel over the phone on the FaceTime in the jail or iPad before y'all go down there with. Y'all sitting up here hollering out Trigger. Girl, y'all have Trigger on that FaceTime yodeling like his life depended on it, okay? As you should. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying y'all sitting up there acting like, no, not Trigger. Y'all, you know what it remind me of? I remember my friend, her uncle died because he was on crack, but he didn't die from the crack. He died because he had a heart attack because he wanted to do crack and something else. But look, I remember she was always extra. And when they was lowering the casket in the ground, she was saying, no, Lord, take me. And she tried to jump on the casket. And I told her, I waited till she cried. And, we got back in the limo. And I said, bitch, I should have kicked your ugly ass down that hole with him. She had to stop crying and laugh. I said, you done did too much now. Talking about take you with him. I said, bitch, I should have clipped your ass and knocked your ass down in that hole with him. That's how the celebrity people be. You know what I'm saying? But, ultimately, girl, they say he going down. They say he going down. Now, Kev tried to backpedal, but the backpedaling ain't working. We all full forward. No breaks. Okay. Yeah. Get married too. Because I know she done did something. It give me she done did something. And of all the people, of all the king's horses, and of all the king's men, please get Will Smith back to prison again. If not for anything, I don't know what he did, but I do know he deserves time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all might disagree, but just this photo alone tells me he need time. Lock his ass up, lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. This photo within itself tells me that Will, Big Willie from Philly, even though what we do is wrong, need to be locked up for life. Give him the chair. And I see it. Give him the chair. Give him the chair. No, let him go do life. Give Jada the chair. Give Jada the chair at this point. Give him life and give Jada the chair. And I see it. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of people need to go down. A lot of people. I say purge, get them all up out of here. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get tip of the toe. And why he want to put his feet in people's crotch and all of that. Get him down there too. Thank you for the super chat. How you say it? Let me scroll up so I can see your name. Sister 71, I love your channel, Voodoo. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You guys like the video. Like the video. Thank you, Miss Cargill, for the super chat. Off topic, but Acorn showed so much love after I spoke about my experience with my mom last night. Thanks for a safe space. Oh man, anytime. We're gonna do more of those things. Anytime, Miss Cargill. It was so wonderful to have you. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing your experience because you educated me and a lot of people in the chat. So thank you so much. We'll do more of those things, okay? But listen, we got to get back into the tea, girl. Got to get back into the tea. Now, before we get back into the tea, because Lil Kev thought he was going to get off. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he did. He really thought he was about to get off. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Now, here is, here we go with the alleged mugshot. This is the most recent one. I don't know if this was after they rebooked him or told him he came, whatever. But this is what they say is the mugshot. Look at him. That's an ugly little dude. That's an ugly little dude. Hold on, let me show y'all. That is an ugly little dude. See how a nigga really look when you take that monions away. When you take that monion. When you confiscate that money, the real nigga come out. Look at him. Oh, he looks so bad. And his side profile worse than the front. Girl, you can't make this up, Diddy. I've never forgiven you since you shelved Carl Thomas after the best album ever came off your label, which was Emotional. Ever since then, I've been wanting you in prison for life. At one point, I was saying the chair, but I said, no, you might be a little bit too extreme. But ever since you shelved Carl LaQuavius Thomas off of that album, he had the best album off of your label, Emotional. front to back, and you shelved him, I knew right then and there. If I didn't know before, I knew then. You belong in prison. So, you know, with that being said, Carl, I hope you're watching this, Carl. It's your time, Fact. Dance. Get your shine on. It's your time, Carl. Because I was mad like it was my album you was pushing on the show. Okay? So, Carl, this is your time. Get your shine on. Do a dance. Have a drink. Matter of fact, take a picture with your drink. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna toast to the good life. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And not only Carl, he did that to all of them people on Bad Boy. He was a leech and a cancer to the community. Well, I say it's time for chemo. Get him up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, girl, he had to go. He had to go. And did. And did. Girl, you gonna shelve an album like Emotional? What happened after Carl Thomas caught that lady with her husband? Said that she wanted when she said that she was unhappily married with children, and I wish I'd never met. What happened after that? He said she gonna go back to her husband for the children, but what about me? Carl wanted that lady to leave her husband and her kids. We don't know what happened. All we know is after that he said he was emotional. We don't know what happened, and he was summer rain, and they said it washed away the pain. We don't know what happened. We'll never know to this day. All because of Diddler. Lock him up for good, forever. Don't never let him out. Lock him up forever. Do you hear me? Forever. Now, if he was smart, but we all know that's not the case, he'd have been broadcasting from Bali. Yeah. See, at first I was mad with Russ, but then I thought about it. My nigga Russ really on to something. Russ said, bitch, catch me if you can. Okay? Now they say Russ around there paying the government to keep him hidden or whatever. But see, if Diddy would have been like Russ, he would have been in Bali with his legs folded. He would have been in Bali with his legs folded. But no, he don't want to go to Bali and fold his legs. He want to just be out here walking willy-nilly. So here you go. He should have called Russ. But they not ready for that conversation, though. That's a whole nother conversation. They not ready for it. And I said it. Now, I also wanted to show you guys some other things that's been going on. Remember, he's being charged with a RICO. That's the same thing they got Kels with. And trafficking. Listen, a lot of y'all don't know y'all been trafficked. I was trafficked too. I didn't know it. That last time that nigga paid for me to come out of town and I had to give him a little boot tag. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to, but I felt like I was obligated to. And I did. He trafficked me. If I find you, nigga, you better tread like two. You better play by the rules, Fat. Because according to the definition, trafficking is you flying some coochie out. Okay? So tread light to whoever trafficked me that time. A lot of y'all have been trafficked. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all thought just going on a vacation and giving up a little bootay was just a little 1-2 yin yang. No, girl, you was trafficked, girl. According to the paperwork, the definition. I'm just saying. I didn't say it. The definition said it. Okay. Now let's get in here. Let's go over here.
On scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up the street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home. This afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates. And as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this.
Now, listen, this is why the charges are very important. People don't beat RICOs, Fed. You probably not gonna beat no RICO. It says Sean Diddy Combs arrested following raids, human trafficking investigation. Raids on Sean Diddy Combs' homes in LA and Miami were connected to a federal human traffic investigation. This was in March, okay, when they raided that home. That's the footage y'all see from in March when they raided the home. They had already knew then that they were gonna charge him later, and they say Diddy knew too. Now, this is Trump, the Cheeto dude, the orange man, signing the executive order on the human trafficking. Now, the only issue I have with this situation, and I say shout out to them signing it, is why their friends don't get caught under these charges. I mean, I mean, we already know it's rhetorical, but you know, they love to sign it on certain people, but they don't want to sign it on their friends.
My administration is putting unprecedented pressure on traffickers at home and abroad, and we are freeing innocent victims at every single turn. I was proud to be the first commander-in-chief to attend a meeting of the president's interagency task force established by the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000. In November, I was also the first president to sign an executive order to establish a task force on missing and murdered American Indians and Alaska Natives. Just signed it. And this has a very special focus on women, American Indians. Executive order to establish a task force on missing and murdered American Indians.
Pause. One more time.
Order to establish a task force on missing and murdered American Indians and
those who get it, get it. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand why this is important.
I was also the first president to sign an executive order to establish a task force on missing and murdered American Indians.
Pause. The Native Americans are the Native Americans, not the American Indians. Hey, y'all follow. Y'all tracking. Okay, got it. I just wanted to see if I was the only one. Because the Native Americans are the Native Americans. And we just gonna leave it there. Yeah, I'm not tongue wrestling with nobody about it. The people who get it. And I'm not going no further than that. Shout out to the people who get it. If it went over your head, it wasn't for your fat.
And Alaska Natives just signed it. And this has a very special focus on women and girls. That's an incredible thing that's been happening, but we just signed it. I've signed 9 pieces of bipartisan legislation aimed specifically at combating human trafficking domestically and around the globe. And in 2018, I signed legislation strengthening the Department of Homeland Security's Blue Campaign, which unified the department's fight against this crisis and increasing public awareness every single day. We have signed more legislation on human trafficking by far than any other administration has even thought about.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out.
That's big, but we'll talk about it on the morning juice. This ain't the place for this. We got to read the room. We'll talk about it on the morning juice. Now look, Executive Order 13903, combating human trafficking and online child exploitation in the United States. Okay, Executive Order 13773, enforcing federal law with respect to transitional criminal organizations and preventing international trafficking. Now, listen, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I am a conspiracy theorist. Proud. I want a shirt that says proud conspiracy theorist. Let me say this. There's a reason why this was signed, and then people have been falling under that RICO. You get it? Now, is it all the people that should be going under the RICO? No, absolutely not. But what they're doing is they're putting things in place so that they can set things up the way they want to set up. I told y'all, I said this on the morning Joes. Listen, them people is cleaning house. They are purging the entertainment sector. What they are doing is getting rid of the old, out with the old, in with the new. The new are slaves, the old are just puppets. They don't want just regular puppets. They want slave puppets. Your sexy reds, all of your young people. They got to get rid of them. Free up some money and then bring in the new usher of people who's going to run y'all and y'all kids down to the ground. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Run y'all down to the ground. These people is about to put y'all in a situation, and I'm not saying y'all, I'm just saying people who really follow celebrities blindly, they about to drag y'all. Oh, girl, y'all don't even see it. But they need to get rid of the old because ain't nobody checking for Diddy anyway. You know what I mean? But they need to get rid of the old so they can usher in the new. So a lot of your faves are going down. Now they say, I didn't say it, but they say Beyonce gave Scammer $4 million. Could that be a little hush money? Shh, shh. Y'all remind me on the morning jokes to talk about that little comment that was made, the Trump comment. Remind me on the morning jokes. I didn't hear that part. Remind me. But listen, what's going on, B? B, what's going on? What is you giving Scammer $4 million for? Watch, I called it. I'm telling y'all what I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. Listen, it's a purge about to happen. It is a huge purge about to go on. Them people is getting your faves up out of here. They either gonna fade the black or they getting clean, smooth up out of here. I'm telling you. I'm not making this up. This is real life. All y'all old faves, all y'all who had y'all faves from the 90s and the 2000s, it's me. All the ones that's in prominent positions, see ya, wouldn't want to be here. They got to usher in the new slaves. You see what I'm saying? And them people is going to be the ones. Now, look at this Clear man had something to say. Normally, I don't listen to Clear people in Negro business, but I don't like Diddy. So let's get into it.
They lock Diddy up are working because we all know what happened. Apparently, P. Diddy's homes are being raided for sex trafficking allegations. You're telling me the guy who rapped, "I won't be satisfied till all my brothers get it, see you hit it, and then I hit it, turn a freak to a bisexual, and if she's flexible, F the brother next to you." You're telling me the guy that rapped that might be a predator? Shocker. Personally, I didn't trust this guy after he had Tupac killed. That was the red flag for me. Can we make sure the security cameras wherever they lock Diddy up are working? Because we all know what happened the last time a billionaire got arrested for the same thing. Epstein, pardon me. And now Diddy's been accused of sleeping with like a bunch of mainstream artists. Meek Mill, Usher. You know what the best part about being an independent rapper is? P. Diddy doesn't try to you. Like these claims coming in about P. Diddy make R. Kelly look like a Teletubby. And he peed on people. But you know what the craziest part about this whole thing is? There's still rappers out there who would gladly let P. Diddy bone them for a little fame. Stay away from the mainstream entertainment business. Stay away from P. Diddler and stay independent. Apparently, P. Diddy's homes are being raided for sex.
Now, like I said, I normally don't listen to the Clears, but he was making some points. And I said, let me get him up here and see what he got to say. Now, listen, let me say this. Diddy is not a great person. He's actually, he's not even a good person. Diddy is a horrible person. Diddy was a horrible person. And it's going to come out in this trial. I hope you guys are ready for that, right? And we will be following. All of his horrible things are going to come out in this trial. Anybody if everybody got something negative to say about you, it must be true. And let me say this. Shout out to New York. New York! But I got to say this part. Get me up here because I need y'all to see my face. So after revisiting some of the lyrics of Notorious B.I.G., aka Notorious Friznaik, all of them, including that big fat funky Biggie, was a bunch of, in my opinion, traffickers, abusers, and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he deserved to be gone, but after revisiting a lot of the lyrics of the, the things that Biggie was saying, and niggas was just repeating it because the beat was fire. If he was still alive, I want him in prison for life too. I said what I said. Did y'all see what he said about Raven Simone when she was playing on the Cosby Show as a little bitty girl? Did y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all didn't see it. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go get it for you though, fat. Y'all didn't see what Biggie said about Raven Simone. Let's go get the receipts. Now I hadn't already shared this, but I can't find it on my timeline. Hold on. Oh yes, not only Raven Simone. You know, I caught this as a child when he said, "You look so good, I want to suck on your daddy's bloop bloop." Yeah. Exhibit A. I'll put Shantae Moore blop blop in stitches. I'll F RuPaul before I F a ugly ass escape bitches. You can 76 the 79, try 68. Make Raven Simone call date GRAPE. Oh, y'all can't see it. Hold on, let me let y'all see it. I want y'all to see it. Now with that being said, you ain't gonna find nothing like that in the lyrics of Tupac Shakur. Okay. So with that being said, they all a bunch of freaks. That little girl was 8, 9 years old, 6, 7 years old on the Cosby Show when this lyric was written. Oh yeah, that was a little bitty girl, and Diddy let him say that in a booth, and they put it on wax. It's one thing, I know a lot of stuff happened and it flew in the 90s. I get it. I was there. I get it. But that right there wasn't even appropriate for the 90s. That wasn't appropriate for the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s. Okay? Biggie, if he was alive, would be in prison. I would say get him too. Because, you feel me? MOB said he the prime minister of New York. He said, I just heard the beat back then. You know, most of the stuff I just heard the beat. But that one when he said you look so good, it make me want to suck on your daddy's D. I caught that one I was in middle school saying, wait, what he saying? What? I literally was in like 6th, 7th grade, like, wait, what he say? Rewind it. Look, me, not only was Escape pissed about that line, they've been dressing like girls ever since, because y'all know Escape used to dress like little daggers. They was a bunch of daggers before that. They've been dressing like women ever since. Let's talk about it. He said he'll F RuPaul before he F a ugly ass Escape bitch. And he said it, I didn't say it. But nevertheless, yeah, Escape was teenagers, but Raven was a little bitty girl. That whole bad boy camp was, and at this point, get Mace too. I said it. Because I don't know, I don't trust nobody. He was around too long and he know too much. Get Mace too. I don't know what's going on. Yup, traces of my lipstick was after that when they had the outfit on. When they was dressed like girls. This is from Dreams of Effing an R&B Chick. Y'all remember that? Dreams of Effing and R&B. Matter of fact, I think Nicki redid that. I think Nicki redid the song. Y'all remember who redid that Dreams of Effing an R&B Chick? I want to say it was Nicki. Somebody redid the song. But no, listen. This is what he said in Dreams of Effing an R&B Chick. Oh, was it Lil Kim? Okay, Lil Kim. I knew it was somebody. Oh, you know what? Lil Kim sound right. It was Lil Kim. They said Nicki too. Nicki remade it. Okay, I thought I heard Nicki, but I feel like Lil Kim will do it too. Jimmy has for Patra. I'm using all of them. What about Tony Braxton? If that bitch give me action, guaranteed satisfaction. And my DJ Zane, he likes it when they say everybody move your body. Got Whitney Houston boosting from Bobby. As I bust the cherry of Monica and Terry. Back shots to Shaka. I know that coochie hairy. Sade, ooh, I know that coochie tight. Smack Tina Turner and give her flashbacks for Ike. Smoke on Stoge. Effing in Vogue because there's 4 of them hoes. I added the hoes. Jimmy has for Patra. I'm using all of them. What about Tony Braxton? If that be, give me action, guaranteed satisfaction. But rest in peace to Biggie, I guess. I guess, child. Let's move on. Now, here are the actual charges of Diddy, charged with racketeering and trafficking. Looks like we know what Diddy has been charged with following his arrest yesterday. According to the indictment obtained by TMZ, he is facing 3 felony charges of racketeering, conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Okay? The indictment claims that from 2008 to the present, Diddy and members of his enterprise have allegedly engaged in trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. It accuses Diddy of luring women under the false pretense of romantic relationships and then using force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended acts with male commercial workers. Y'all know who that was. We were talking about had this problem too. Remember? Marvin Gaye. Listen, he ain't the first one. Marvin Gaye used to do this. Who been on the who used to be on, and we coming back this week on the deep dives. Marvin Gaye used to do that. Marvin Gaye, yes, ma'am. Marvin Gaye used to do that. Just what I just read. Hey, he married that young girl so he could watch her get bashed by the other people. Girl, where y'all been at? Oh, yes, all y'all feeds. Y'all ain't ready for it, dude. It's going to be a shocker tonight. It's going to be a shocker to a lot of y'all. It says this indictment also says Diddy Enterprise purpose was to expand his brand globally through media and entertainment, but underneath it all, it was a ploy to preserve Diddy's power and fulfill his personal sexual desires through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial work. Authorities claim he was able to achieve this during his infamous freak-off parties that elaborated and produced performances that Diddy or Combs arranged, directed, mastered during, and often electronically recorded. So he was watching that in the corner. Girl, they say that's how Marvin Gaye was, girl. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agniflo, whatever his name is, spoke with media this morning regarding his arrest. Agniflo says they were in New York this past week because Diddy was originally supposed to turn himself in for the charges on a scheduled date, but the NYPD arrested him prior to the date agreed upon. He claims Diddy is innocent and they will fight the case to the end. Child. Oh, Diddy.
He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to basically engage the court system and start the case, and it'll start today. And he's going to plead not guilty, obviously. He's going to fight this with all of his energy and all of his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. And I expect a long battle with a good result for Mr. Combs.
Do you think he'll be released?
I'm going to fight like hell to get him released, and he should be released with all that he's done and coming here voluntarily. And guys, I'm going to cut it short because I have to go in. All right. So thank you all. No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him until about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life, and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be without seeing the indictment. It's going to be racketeering. It's going to be sex trafficking. It's going to be things along those lines. This is what we've been expecting. No, it's not planned.
That man said this is what we've been expecting. Racketeering, that's a RICO, and trafficking. Oh my God. Girl, I would have jumped off the bridge. Do you hear me? See, them people would have said, come by Tuesday, Monday evening, after I did all the drugs and the illicit things that I wanted to do. I'd have jumped off the bridge. They would have never seen. By the time they see me Tuesday, they'd have been saying, in the sweet by and by. Girl, please. Bitch, I'm a billionaire. You want me to go to prison? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. By the time they would have called me, they'd have had another second line. By the time they'd have called me. Girl, by the time they would have come for me, do you hear me? It would have been like this. At the second line. Girl, what we talking about? Girl, we already second line. And what we saying? We didn't already put the cutout in the box. Girl, what we talking about? Please. I'm about to come turn myself in on something that I know I'm not coming home for. Negro, please. Let me make sure my affairs are in order. By the time they came looking for me, child. I'm not playing with y'all. Girl, what I look like? I'm a billionaire and I'm going to prison, bitch? Oh, hell no. I can't do it. I can't go for that. No, can do. Nah, I can't go for that. I can't go for that. I can't go for that. Hell no. Girl, I'm jumping off the bridge. By the time they find me, charge it to the game, little nigga. This is not funny, but I'm serious. By the time they find me, y'all gonna have to charge it to the game. And I said it. Authorities claim they seized freak-off supplies from Diddy's house during the previous raid. More than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Okay? Now, we've already read about that. Delivery of IV fluids in or about March 2024 during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. Law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Girl, no wonder I couldn't get none for my feet. Girl, I was all in the Family Dollar looking like a dog. Couldn't find none. All they had, no Johnson & Johnson. All they had was the off-brand, and I don't like that one because it's a little too watery. And I know where it was. Diddy got to stop. Now he's being a capitalist. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You leave something for somebody else. 50 Cent came in and 50 said, here I am keeping good company with Drew Barrymore and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. 50, you better tread light too. You better tread light too, because you know somebody gonna catch you up on something. Now I don't know this for a fact, but I heard that the last baby mama, she was sent by Diddy. That's Diddy old lady. And she trapped him with the baby. I didn't say it. This is what they said. And they said that's why he hate Diddy. But shout out to 50 though. Diddy says he's no flight risk and begs to be released on $50 million bonds. His children have also surrendered their passports, even the baby girl. Even Lil Love, she can't even talk and she had to give him back her passport. That's big. That's huge. Look at Lil Love. She's not even old enough to hold her passport, but she had to reach down in her diaper bag and give them folks her passport. They out of pocket. Love could have kept hers now. Y'all could have let Lil Love keep hers. That's messed up. Girl, y'all out of pocket. That little girl is bi-coastal. No, she got 2 residences. Ain't her mammy one of them Asians? The defense proposes the following bail: a $50,000 bond, co-signed by Sean Combs, his mother, his sister, the mother of his oldest daughter, and his 3 adult sons. Oh, girl, they putting up all the calls, ain't it? Secured by the equity in Mr. Combs' residence located at 2 West Star Island in Miami, Florida. The appraised value of the home is about $48 million. The home is unencumbered in anticipation of this bail hearing on August 20th, 2024. Mr. Combs paid off the remaining mortgage of about $18 million so that the home could be used to secure a bond and be free of a mortgage. So he been knew about this. He been knew about this. That's why he was putting all this stuff in place. Secured by the equity of Mr. Combs' mother's home located at 450 Alton Road in Miami, Florida. Girl, he put the mama house up too. Mr. Combs' travel will be restricted to the Southern District of Florida and the Southern District of New York to attend court, meet with his counsel, and attend medical appointments, which he will address to the court in a separate sealed submission, as well as the Eastern District of New York or the District of New Jersey, only to the extent that his travel to and from New York involves an airport in those districts. Mr. Combs' passport was surrendered to his counsel on April 1st, 2024. He been new. His counsel advised the prosecutors of this fact in an email dated the same day. Counsel will provide the passport to pretrial services. The passport of the following members who have already surrendered their passport to counsel after the raids on Mr. Combs' homes. Janice Combs, that's the mom. Chance Combs, who that is? That's one of the churn. Jesse Combs, is that one of the churn? Delilah and Love Combs. All of the Combs done gave over their passport. I think that's all the churn. All of the Combs gave over their passport. They don't even want the baby to travel, girl. Girl, he done took them on house, put them on up for collateral. It's giving Mendices. Did you put them on up for collateral too, girl? You know, New York niggas, y'all different. Who knows? He probably put his mom up for collateral. All I do. He probably say, take my mom. She got to be worth at least $5,000. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can see him saying. She got to. You can at least give me $5,000 for my mama. Now, come on now. She a seasoned hen, but she still got a little something on her. Take my mom. This is a time, girl. I never thought I'd see it. Okay, Diddy reportedly had pink powder drugs in his possession during arrest. Sean Combs had pink powder that may have been ecstasy in his hotel room when he was arrested yesterday, prosecutors say. AUSA, he had what appeared to be narcotics found in his hotel last night, pink powder that have previously tested positive for ecstasy and other drugs. This is a Heartland detention case. His package is woefully inadequate. It only focuses on flight risk. Girl, he was getting high as the cost of living before he went up in there, girl. He was getting high as the cost of living before he went up in there. I don't blame him. I go in there high too, shit. Girl, I'd be so high they'll have to roll me in on the gurney. Do you hear me? They would have to roll me in there on a gurney. Now that they brought up the baby Earl, this girl feel the same way I felt. Not gonna lie, there was definitely a baby Earl shortage. This shit was hard to come by. Now we mother effing know. Girl, he might know Mr. Johnson & Johnson. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to start paying attention and piecing this stuff together. Y'all not catching the tease. Y'all got to start piecing this stuff together now. We gonna go up the list. Now, judge refuses to grant bail to Diddy, must remain behind bars until his trafficking trial. Judge Tarnofsky, in this case, I find the presumption has not been rebutted, so Sean Combs will be detained after you done put your mom up for collateral. Nigga, if I was your mom, I'd turn state on you. Do you hear me? If I was Janice Combs, I'd turn state on that nigga. You put me up for collateral and you still not getting out, nigga? Don't worry about it. Your Honor, I would like to approach the bench. They're going to say, but Voodoo, you're not a lawyer. Your Honor, it don't matter. I would like to approach the bench. This nigga done put me up for collateral. I might as well see what I got to see. Can I get some type of immunity, please? Because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, who am I, though? I'm just saying how I would react if he put me up for collateral and he still got denied the bond. You know what I'm saying? At least Mendices get something for when he put Yandy up for collateral and his mama. You put your mom up for collateral and you ain't got nothing, girl. This is a time. What a time to be alive, girl. I know she regret the day she shitted you out. Do you hear me? I know she do. Diddy's lawyer says Cassie hit Diddy in the head with a cell phone prior to the attack. Girl, here they go now. In the hotel hallway, claims she had been cheating on Diddy for years with her current husband. Now they about to turn the girl into the victim. I mean, into the person who was in charge of all of this, or not in charge, but the person who's responsible for her being abused. Diddy's lawyer, Mac Agnifo, spoke about a few of the accusations posed against Mr. Combs, including the infamous hotel hallway footage of him attacking Cassie Ventura. Agnifo alleges that Ventura attacked Diddy first with a cellular device after going through his phone and seeing that he had another girlfriend. Two people were in a hotel room. An issue with that Mr. Combs had more than one girlfriend. Okay. Victim one was looking through his phone and saw that, then hit him in the head with a cell phone and took his clothing. So he comes out in a towel, Agnifo says. Agnifo goes on to say that the two were very much in love, but did in fact cheat on each other for years. He claims that Cassie actually was presumably seeing the trainer Alex Fine that Diddy hired for her and eventually started a family with him, but later attempted to extort Mr. Combs over a book deal. He says they have a recording of Cassie's lawyer saying that she wrote a book, but Diddy could buy the rights for $30 million. The lawsuit was filed shortly after allegedly. These two people were in love. Victim one, he's on my Cassie, ended up marrying the trainer that Mr. Combs got for her. They had been cheating on each other for years, but now she has 2 kids with the trainer. Years later, she realized she had a good thing with Mr. Combs, Agnifo said. Lawyers some dirty niggas. Lawyers be dirty ass. Now, do I think Cassie was down there smashing on that clear man while she was with Diddy? Absolutely. Without a doubt. But do I believe that she deserved to be dragged up and down the hallway and bopped upside the head by Diddy? Absolutely not. And if she was cheating on him, if you're going to make me sell my coochie, I might as well get me one in too. I ain't blaming her. But do I think she was probably doing something inappropriate? Yeah. Absolutely. I would. Girl, please. I done cheated for less. What we talking about? It's not about me though. It's not about me. I'm just saying I cheated for less. Now, assistant U.S. attorney says Diddy called former Dirty Money bandmate Kalina Harper 54 times in one day after Dawn Richard filed her lawsuit and before Kalina made an opposing statement. So they saying that he called that girl. That's why she said what she said. Look, it says, according to the U.S. attorney, Diddy has contacted several witnesses, including some that received grand jury subpoenas. You can't do that, Diddler. The AUSA pointed out that Diddy also contacted Kalina Harper, who was part of Dirty Money, calling her 54 times in one day. In terms of timing, the calls took place after Dawn Richard filed her bombshell lawsuit that accused Diddy of SA, a slew of other things, and named Kalina 33 times as a witness. The AUSA believed that Diddy contacting these witnesses played a part in many of the witnesses expressing fear when they were interviewed. The calls all took place before Kalina made a statement on Instagram opposing that Dawn mentioned her in her lawsuit. She said that she never witnessed any illegal or abusive activity that Dawn made claim of. So y'all think Diddy called her and threatened her or gave her a couple of dollars? You know, I always thought she was not the cutest one. No, I'm going to say it. I always thought she was ugly. She from Acorn. Who from New York? This Kalina girl, is she from Acorn? Them features don't give me Acorn. Where's she from? Where's she from? Where is she from? She ain't no Acorn. She ain't no Acorn. I don't know. I feel like she not. I might be wrong. Get Usher and Neo too. Now, Dawn, you got a whole nother slew of things yourself, Dawn. Because see, Dawn, you was over there making conflicting statements. Okay? Nigga say that's a hard-faced, voodoo looks Nigerian. I'm not about to play with y'all. But girl, listen to me and listen to me good. The diddler has been diddling. Do you hear me? Them people want his head off his shoulders. And to be completely honest, I say off with his head. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? I say off with his head. That's what I say. I don't know what y'all think.
All of them. It don't matter if you... Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Lord, if you're taking requests, please come get TD. Lord Jesus, if you're taking requests, please hear my cry. Please come get TD. I know you got a lot in line, but can we please get TD? Take that to skip the line. please, if you can. I don't know if you can, but if you can, Lord, I sure be a humble servant if you can get him up here. You know what I'm saying? Girl, please get TD. Please get TD up off of here. Lord Jesus, please, if you can. If you can. If you can. I know he got a lot. Ooh, girl, what if all his tea come out in the thing, girl? What if all his tea come out in the wash? Girl, would y'all be here for you? The girl, bitch, I might go get a flight and go to the court, girl. If them people go get TD, Miss Parker, we flying up there. First class. We got to go up there and see what's going on. If them people go get TD, I got to go up there and see what's going on. I got to. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships, TD. Thank you. Let me see who we got it. NC Cola Pop Culture, Black Phoenix, A Bitch They Winning, Summer Breeze. I missed somebody. I think it's everybody. Yeah, NC Cola Pop Culture, Black Phoenix, A Bitch They Winning, Summer Breeze. Oh, and Angela. No, not you. Is that 5? Summer Breeze. Somebody missed one. Somebody got one way down here. Had to be. Somebody had to get one down here. Well, if I missed you, shout out to my TD for gifting them memberships, you guys. Shout out to Black Phoenix. I said her. Shout out to my TD for gifting them memberships. She always come through and show out, you guys. Let's make it rain for my TD, because my TD always come in and show up and show out as she always do. And I'm so appreciative of you, TD. TT, I'm so appreciative of you. Make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Girl, it's a lot going on. You had to be there. Thank you, Measurement, for the super chat. LL Cool J, Eddie Murphy. Remember they had the same TS. Then she was unalive. Remember she? I remember that TS that was in the video. They were slipping it in. And you know what? Biggie and LL, he been licking them lips. I've been thinking he was suspect. He fine though, but I always thought he was suspect. Thank you, Medusa, for the super sticker. Miss Parker. Thank you for the super chat. Hit the like button. It's a free way to support the channel. Yes, it's easy peasy. And thank you also for becoming a member. You guys, for now, I'm going to get off. For now, we will be back tomorrow as this story develops. Shout out to the Morning Jokes people. Do not let me forget to talk about that line from the Cheeto Man. We'll discuss it over there where we discuss those type of things. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody. But anyways, I appreciate each and every one of y'all in this chat. Shout out to y'all. Y'all keep your head on a swivel and stop signing to these labels, girl, unless you want to go to the freak off. Unless you're trying to go to the freak off, don't sign to these labels, okay? Oh, look at my TD. Oh, yeah. Thank you, TD. Sent me 100 bones. Oh, go ahead on, girl. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you, TD. Thank you, TT. I appreciate you. Love you. You guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I'll see you guys later. Morning Joes, we up tomorrow. I don't give a damn what I got to do because we got some things to discuss. I'm about to Joe y'all up out of here. Love y'all down to the ground. If you're new to the Dollhouse, welcome to the Dollhouse. Go ahead and subscribe. I need everybody to do me a favor right quick. Like the video. Let's get it in the algorithm. And then also I need you guys to come back. I mean, we gonna Joes, duh. Anyway, love y'all down to the ground. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah, 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 wah. up, lift it up, Benny bust it open, lift it up, yeah. Come on, lift it up, Benny bust it open for your B-O-Y. Benny, for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bustin' up.
Come on, Blaze, so you know. Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.